Hi folks, Dr. Alan Feller here for the forum at Hair Transplant Web. So what's the difference between our forum and the forums and hair transplant platforms that are already online? Well, there's two major differences. The first is that we are physician-owned, physician-operated, and physician-moderated. That means that the information that's allowed to reside on our site has been screened by the physicians, that is the people, who are actually performing the procedures. On all the other websites which are owned by non-physician businessmen, all they are proffering is merely their opinion. In fact, if you look at the small print in the terms of service, they're saying that their information is merely opinion. And because of that, they can basically say whatever they want because there is no accountability, there is no authority. Our site is an authoritative site on hair transplantation. Why? Because it is populated with the hair transplant doctors who actually perform these procedures. When we give you information, it's not just an opinion, it's a professional opinion where we can be held accountable for what we're saying. When you go to any of these other platforms, you're only getting the opinion of lay people. And while that may be very interesting and convenient to read, and sometimes very entertaining to read, it doesn't always hold true to fact. On our website, our information is being screened constantly by the physicians who are performing the procedures. So the information that you are reading will not only be as correct as humanly can be, but it's balanced. For example, a lot of you know about the two procedures, the follicular unit transplant procedure and the follicular unit extraction procedure. They both have their pros and cons. On our site, we put the two into perspective, put them into their proper balance. On every other website that is non-physician owned, the FUE has been hyped almost to the point of criminality. And how can this be? This is because there is no professional accountability on these other websites. They're just merely a non-physician opinion. On our site, we are giving you professional opinions so that the information is more reliable. It's more accurate. The second major difference is that we are not for profit. We are not even for income. Hair Transplant Web does not accept money from physicians. It does not accept money from the public. It doesn't accept money from sponsors, nor does it accept advertising dollars. You will not see advertising on our site. Our site is purely an authoritative, educational site. It's a place where doctors can meet with patients, and patients can see what doctors are doing. It's like an electronic town square, if you will. Those doctors who are performing the best and most consistent work are going to consistently produce great before and after pictures that they can put up on our website and see in real time. On the other websites, in order for a doctor to participate, they may have to cough up as much as $24,000 a year to be able to do the same thing. Well, needless to say, that's going to have a chilling effect on some physicians who just don't want to spend $24,000 posting their photos. And because of that, you, the public, are denied the ability to see what doctors are doing in their offices, how often they're producing good results. So we found by stripping the profit margin out of this that we can offer the public more doctors to view and to evaluate. Now, how can we do this? Well, sure, it costs a little bit of money for us to create the platform and to maintain it, but it's not nearly as much as it was even 8 years ago. The costs have dropped by so much that we can shoulder the burden ourselves for practically nothing. Certainly compared to 10 years ago, it literally would be pennies on the dollar. So we're going to keep this forum, we're going to keep this platform growing and inviting more and more doctors to share their before and after photos, to share their knowledge with you.